morning, everyone. Aradhana from Be the Change by Aradhana, an Access Consciousness Certified Facilitator, Mindset Coach, and your friend to take today's play. Also, Body Whispering Facilitator from Life Institute, Whispering Institute, and what else is possible? Looking forward to have you all here. Hi, Monica, Rita. Hope you guys are doing well. Hi, Geeta. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Silky Healer, welcome to the space. Hi, Umesh. Good morning. So, what are you defined by? Thank you, Umesh. Thank you so much. Hello. So, what are you defined by, guys? Are you defined by your name? Are you defined by your mother? Are you defined by your father? Are you defined by your husband? Who are you defined by? Or your acts, who you be, how you be in the world? Hi, Radhika. Venus, good morning. Revati, good morning. Everybody joining in. Sahista, hello. I miss you all. I just want to tell you all, I miss you all the days I'm not here. I do miss you. So just wanted to say that out of my joy and acknowledgement of you all. Hi, Rohini. Hello. Conscious and raising consciousness. Awesome. Welcome, join. Hello. Hi, Priyanka, Noor. Can I have your name, Raising Consciousness? Awesome. So, what are you defined by? Anybody would like to say? And why are you defined for? What are you defined by? And by being defined, what all are you avoiding and defending? That's a new thing in our access that's going on. What are you defending or avoiding? What point of views are defending and avoiding? So, what point of views are you avoiding and defending to define you? And how much of a definitions are you living your life from? Neha Mulvisha, happy morning. I make my surname Jain very significant. It has dawned on me on recently. It's awesome. So if you were not Radhika and if you were not Jain, who would you be, Radhika? And we are doing it, being there, because that's the only way we know it's possible on that. We have to have the name, the person. If we actually surrender the person that we truly be, what would you be if you have to surrender your name, your surname? Who would you be? For a moment, oh, Anjali. Hi, Anjali, welcome. Asma, hi, Rupali, welcome, good morning. So guys, for a moment, just get into your worlds and actually take your parental surname out, take your, surname post-marriage, whatever your surnames are, and take your names off you right now. If there is no name, Neha, would you be a bad girl, culture, anything? Anything. If there's no name, who are you? How would you define you if you have no name? Isn't that like weird? Like if you're actually going into that space right now where there is no name, nothing, how would you like to be called? What if there is no name to be called to you? Isn't that sound so much of space? And the moment we are defined by our bodies, the moment we have defined the bodies by certain names, tags, and into the society, how much teaching do you want to be into? Do you really? And I have been questioning this for a while, and I'm literally been asking to surrender in totality, which I've been really asking. Wonder what that looks like. Me, what if I've already surrendered and not acknowledged? So it's like, hi Shivani, good morning. That's a brilliant thought. Yes, that's a very brilliant thought. It just soothes your world, right, Radhika? So it's like in this 10 seconds, what if you actually take every step from the space of no point of view, no definitions and no limitations of your name, of your surnames, or a mother or a father or a girlfriend or a boyfriend, whatever those names are, what you actually take them out all totally right now. And then just see that space. It just is like so expanding. And I've been asking for the surrender totally. And at times, there are times now where I really don't want to speak a word. I just don't feel like speaking a word. I'm like, it's not required. Nothing is required to talk it out. It just is. Everything just is. And I have been repeating this word, I am. And in this I am is consciousness is. I is the consciousness, am is the is. So consciousness is, right? It just is. So there doesn't have to be a definition of who I be. And is that really? And when I've been trekking and at that very height, I've always acknowledged that I really don't mean anything in the larger scale, and yet I'm nothing, and yet everything at that very point. So in my world, I am the utmost most important source, and I am the source who can create and be anything. And then when we are a complete and whole, do we have to go out and learn and find ourselves? No, we have already found ourselves. We are very much here. We are just experiencing different games and and the play in the world. And what if you just acknowledge that from the space of play, not from the space of learning? If you don't have to do anything from the space of learning, and if you just want to have to do everything from the space of play, how would your world be? Then what would you choose today to do? What would you like to play today? Is my question. Like, when did you forget to play? Like, when you're growing up, every morning you used to get up. I remember the holidays and like, oh my God, I can play this, I can play this, I can do this. And the whole day used to go and did not know when the night used to turn out, and used to go and sleep like a little babies. And even growing up in the school, and the moment you're out of the college, you're like, oh, I have to work, I have to do something. So everything that is bringing in your world, would you like to let that go? Everywhere that you actually defined yourself, strangled yourself by your own choices, that this should be done, all the shoulds, would you like to let them go? All the definitions that you have created around you, there is nobody else that can create those definitions around. I definitely get it, that it seems like I have defined myself. People have defined us, our parents have defined us, the families we are born are defined us, and the culture that we are defined us. But who is taking that definition is you. So what if you acknowledge, and if you're buying that definition, what's the value of buying that definition? Hi Faguni. Maybe awesome, darling. You're awesome. Thank you. Hi Ravi. Thanks for sharing always. Malini, thank you for sharing always. Hi Anisha, Mehek, Sandhya, Purva. Good morning, everybody. So today's play is like, and also guys, I'm coming with the what have you defined yourself by? What have you defined you? So it's like I'm also coming with the app. Like, people keep asking me question every day. One question, Aradhana, one question. So you can pay me, and I'm choosing to only answer people the questions other than this platform. If anybody wants to have a question, you can just pay me $500 for one question, and you can ask your question, and you can also take 10-minute sessions with me on that app, and so that I'm available. And also that will give you a pop-up and a reminder of this question. If you download that app, that will give you a pop-up of this question 70 times in a day, the reminder, so that you can actually remember the question of the day and actually play with it and keep looking into your world wherever you're stuck. And that can remind you of me and saying, hey, hello, you're stuck here, Purva, or you're stuck here, Bharti. So what else is possible? I'm very excited for that. So welcome, looking forward, and I will definitely share you the link the moment it's out. Hi Bharti, hi Vishali, good morning, joining in. So what else is your questions, guys? What else can we play? What forms and structure? Anybody has a question, as more free to ask here. I'm happy to contribute whenever I come here with your questions. They are not chargeable. They are like, I'm happy to. I am in gratitude of your presence. So your presence is your money that you're gifting me. And I totally acknowledge your presence and your value. So your questions here are most welcome, and I'm happy to answer them right here with everybody. So thank you, and thank you, and thank you, and thank you from my deep of my heart. Awesome. So what energy, space, consciousness, magic, miracles can we and our bodies be to be out of form, out of structure for all eternity? All the forms and structures that you have keeping in spaces and places to define you who you be. Would you like to let that go? Because, when you define yourself as so-and-so, hello, Dr. Saluja, good morning. So every time you define, say if Dr. Saluja defines herself as just a doctor, has she limited, or just a mother, or just a wife, or just a, a friend? We are into so many of definitions, and these are the forms and structures. And the moment we choose, and even if we choose to like, okay, hey, let me just see what is possible beyond, there is so many possibilities. There's so many possibilities that is possible. Only one question: what else is possible here to create the magic I truly desire? And don't be vested in your outcomes. Let it flow. Let the see the miracles and the surprises of the life that they're giving you. Why would you like to define how you want the answer? You might be surprised with how the nature surprises you, how this universe kind of surprises you. It's like I feel very excited when I go out, and especially for these all these melas where they have put their stalls, and people have so much of variety that they're creating in their houses, different products, different way they have curated it and brought into the world. And I love buying from them because it's like, wow, they have really put themselves into it. That's their creation. So what creation do you have that you think is not kind of acknowledged by the world? What if you actually can bring that up, give that birth to that creation? What people like me can actually acknowledge that and see that change and can actually appreciate your creations. So don't make your creations less than anybody else's creation. You're as creative, as beautiful, and you have ample. We are like all full and whole. So can we be grateful to ourselves, saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to us, being grateful to us for being here, being breathing and creating the universe that we have created, people we have created. We would have created people who are actually screaming on us, who are actually abusive to us, and but that also we created. You also defined them to be in your life because you knew that you can actually go through them and you can outcreate them, and you love that challenge. So what if you acknowledge those challenges and all the form structures that you have given in your life? If you have given them, you can change them. Just giving you a reminder. So all the forms, all the structures that you're holding into your spaces and places, would you like to let them go today and create from this new space, from the space of awareness, from the space of being conscious, that now what would you like to create in your world? Yes, we have created a lot of crap which is not working for us, and you can just let that crap go very easily. Simple. You don't have to sit into meditation. You don't have to go for hours and hours. You just have to choose it. Just choose that, okay, until today, what, don't use it for your advantage in a sense that, harming anybody or something, because it comes to with daggers attached back to you. Just say this: I choose to change this. I demand to change this. And when you demand to change that, and when you demand to be committed to you and your life and living, the universe actually supports you. You might go through upheavals. You might go through a lot of chaos in your houses. But that chaos coming up is actually chaos leaving your houses, chaos leaving your world. But if you react to them, then they become yours, and then they stay at your house and in your world. So all the chaos that you've been holding and hoarding in any form or structure, would you like to let that go today? 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, and 1 2 3 4 4 4 4 4 4 to change the futures that we have created from the space of unconsciousness. Awesome. Hi Gitu, script by K, welcome. Pranam, pranam. Good morning. Thank you. Haji. Hello. Hi, Sunena. You be magic. Access says we are one. So when we feel heavy and we ask who does it belong to and return it to sender, if we are all one, then who are we sending it back to? To the universe, wherever the creation is. So we all, Radhika, we create ourselves, and what probably will be heavy for me might be light for somebody else, but it's not working for you. In oneness, we have formulated. So I have given a birth to my kids, right? And my kids are my kids. So but they also have a life at the same time of their own. So maybe something that works for them does not work for me, and something that works for me might not work for them. So I have to honor the birth that I've given to them. So honor their space also and the individuality. So that is when we say send it to back. Maybe that person was eating it with so much of joy, or was enjoying the abuse with so much joy that you were like, oh, that sounds easy. Can I try that? So how much, so many things that you pick up and try from that space. So when you try them, it probably are not meant. Say you're wearing a beautiful dress, Radhika, and I'm like, wow, I would love to wear that dress. Maybe my body doesn't take that dress. So that might be heavy for my body. So that is how we go about it. In oneness, there's no separation, but in oneness also we are playing the drama. So like how we do create this Bollywood and Hollywood movies, how a director creates, right? And we go watch it. So this movie is a little longer movie that you're living in, because we have solidified all the molecules of our bodies, of our living. And this is the play that we have curated for ourselves, and we are playing, and we've forgotten that we are the writer and the scripters of it. Hope that gives you more clarity. Hi, Shagun. Geetu, welcome. Good morning. Yes, I'll be a dietitian too. Just now completed the exam. Yay, Dr. I love it. I'm the first one to come to you. I love this dieting. I have so much. On that note, guys, our Body Sutra program starts from 16th April, and there's a special prize until 10th April if you want to join in. And then there is a week until 16th you can join. 16th April we start this program of Body Sutra, which is under Be the Change, and it has all about your body, fashion, and diet, and and also the access tools around with it. So I'm combining from all the spaces and places. So this is a conglomeration of my knowing, and I'm also inviting the people from training background, from the fashion background, and from the health background to join in, who've been doing into their fields for more than 30 years, and what can they contribute, and who I basically use them from my side. So I thought, what will it take for you guys to actually get in touch with them? It's always with consciousness attached. So even if it is back to us, that comes with more consciousness. Yes, it comes with more consciousness, and probably it won't harm you because that is your missing puzzle piece that has gone, somebody else has taken away from you, and it did not help you or them either. So when you get it with more consciousness back attached, then you're like, oh, okay, now this isn't working. And maybe that thing was working for you, but the judgment of the other person thought, like, maybe people who are sad and upset, that sad and upset is working in their world, but because in our dictionary sad and upset is wrong, so we have already concluded, and we're like, let me take his sadness or the upset away from it. I was reading somewhere, somebody just said that, I hate telling people that I'm sick, and I'm like, why? Because then they start sending those messages, or God bless, I'm praying for you. Did I ask them to pray for me? Did I ask them to God bless me? And I haven't looked at that person and said, shit, man, how much I do that. Since that day I stopped it. I'm like, I'm not doing any prayers if anybody's not. Whatever is flowing is, even somebody's taken my attention, I've already flown my attention to them. So how many of us try to change people and their lives and their pains and aches? Did they ask you to change them? So how much is that an abuse for them to receive your blessings and the prayers? And you're like, I only thought of good about them, right? What if that means they do not know they're good? Just saying. Eternity Healers, Spiral, welcome. Yes. What is the energy of transferring blessings? It's each one special. So what is it for you, Geetu? For me, blessings is whatever it requires. Whatever is required, that's how I send blessings. Whatever is asked and whatever is required by you, I'm sending that your way. But everybody probably would have that for themselves. Hi Disha, good to see you here. Awesome. Silky Healer Tarot. I feel claustrophobic in flights, lifts. How can I solve this? It has happened in 2019. I faced it first time in the flight, and after that I have not taken the flights and lifts. Was that the only incident, Silky, that you had the claustrophobicness, or was it before, or did you actually buy somebody else's point of view? Were you aware, are you a highly aware person who actually sensed other person's claustrophobicness? Or is that have been a very perpetual in your life in other areas? Let me know, then I can let you know. Good morning, Suchinder. Geetwa, let them sail, let go, so light, yes. How can I come out of it? I am too scared to take a flight. So I just changed the word scared to joy yesterday. So you are truly joyful to take the flight, you mean to say? So there is nothing called scared. You did not die. Can you acknowledge that? You did not die after that, out of that claustrophobicness. And are you willing to die is my question. I know it's a weird question, but are you willing to die? The more you resist dying, any which ways you have to die at the very point where you have already chosen. It's only that through this journey we have a free will how to live it. You want to experience claustrophobicness, that's a choice. But you can actually tell yourself that I'm not dying. And your mind is it only which is scaring you. And what I am getting is, and I'm sensing is that you're probably a sensitive being who actually senses other beings. And does not belong to you. So just keep sending it back to everybody, whosoever it belonged, whosoever you picked, whosoever you kind of healed in your world, and your body just was giving you information, hey, that person is feeling claustrophobic, and you picked it and you made it yours because you had heard those stories in your past about being claustrophobic and plane doesn't work for me. Or did you pick up any entity? Just ask that question and let it go, acknowledge it and let it go. What question can I be to change this point of view of transferring my blessings? Just acknowledgement, Gitu, will change it. And it's like send whatever that blessings means to you. It's not wrong. Don't make yourself wrong or right about it. It's the blessing that I do that all the time. I flow to everybody of you, to everybody in the world, to the whole planet, because this whole planet in my world has been created by me. I am the creator of it, and the supernatural, whatever that superpower is, along with that, I'm part of it, and I have birthed everybody in my world, which I see. That is how I look at life. And when I flow consciousness and joy to everybody, whatever is required. Maybe some people want to get more sad, so I'm happy to send them sadness. Somebody wants to feel more abusive. I'm happy to send them more abuse, because till the time they haven't experienced, they will not change it. So just acknowledge it, and just what if you can just send whatever that flow is required. Your attention going to them has already flown what you can contribute to them. Hi Swati, Raksha, Sachi, Nishita, good morning. So pretty, you're looking, love this color on you. Oh, thank you, Nishita, you're kind. Awesome, great, Silky, thank you. Any other questions? Else, keep creating, keep being that radiance that you truly be in the world, and keep sharing this site and linked with your friends if you think it's a contribution, so they can join in. They can also be part of this movement of the change in the world, and we changing ourselves here every day is changing the planet. Trust me, you are changing the planet. We all making the choices of giving our point of views away is changing everybody, and that is the gift that you be on the planet. Long back somebody said that to me, and I'm like, how's that a change? Wow, how is that change? How am I changing? How even getting, doing a bar swaps at my place is a change? I did not get it, because for me change was like really something I have to do, but now I get it. So I'm sure you will get it the day you get it. But yes, yeah, I totally acknowledge your presence. So thank you for being here, and I love you all. And also a lot of classes coming in. It's a talk to entities, and Bangalore has shifted to the next month, so I'm not showing up in Bangalore on the 28th. But yes, there's Hyderabad classes coming up, and Pune classes coming up. So anybody wants to join me in Hyderabad and Pune, and Bangalore, I'll be in mid in April. So yes, I am definitely showing up in Bangalore also. Before that, I'll be in Hyderabad from, I guess, 8th. I have a talk to entities and foundation in Hyderabad. Anybody wants to join in Hyderabad in live or on line, most welcome to join me. All right, guys, thank you so much. Hello, Money. Good morning. Good to see you here. See you guys not tomorrow. Now I see you on Saturday at 11:11. And what else is possible? Thank you, guys. Ciao. Bye. Hi, Shivangi.